Listen, girl, you gotta be good. I don't wanna hurt you. I wanna kiss you!
Awkward! VMAs.
Yes.
Or wait, I'm Rebel.
Oh, and I'm JBCC. Yeah.
Wow, who knows if we're gonna get through this.
We'll try our best.
So, VMAs.
Yes.
Awesome.
Very awesome.
With the exception of
The
Russell
host.
person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he's a different story.
Yes, totally different. We'll explain later.
Later.
So to start off with Sway. That was his name, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
His name is.
I have that written down. Yes, we outline these so they're more structured now. So have all, and so then we ate at Taco Bell. Then wait, what were we talking about again? Yeah.
Yeah.
More structured.
More structured so you guys don't get lost.
Okay. When Sway was talking to them and their arms were going out the limo,
That was pretty cool.
that was awesome.
So just,
Yeah, we were texting a lot back and forth during the
yeah,
whole
because
VMAs.
I was at my house, she was at hers, but then when
yeah.
things started to get bad,
Yeah. Then we're like, ah!
then we said some pretty mean things.
Yeah. Again, we'll
Different
explain
story.
with Russell.
Anyways.
All that. And this was really the first year I've ever really watched the VMAs.
Me too.
Just because
Fully.
of their performance.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It was. I really liked this.
Yes.
Everything.
So I had no idea who Sway was before this. And I found it funny how he's like, I'm gonna be the cool dad because I spoke to Kevin Jonas.
Yeah. I'm
And
sure his daughters.
we're gonna ignore what's going on in here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that probably sounded weird.
Probably they don't know what we're talking about.
The phone started
ringing.
and yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
anyways.
So following
Yeah.
our little outline, which is more like notes than
Not
outline. Anyways,
well.
their fashion with Taylor
Dude.
Swift. Speaking of that, as we know, they are not dating.
Yes.
No matter what everyone else says,
They're
they're
not.
not.
So.
We will maybe be able to tell you
why
one day why we
later.
know this.
But
trust us.
just please
trust us.
We're very trusting.
We have
Anyways,
connections.
we do. We'll just leave it at that.
We have connections. So their fashion. Reason why I said Taylor fashion, red carpet
Because she
stuff.
was doing the fashion thing.
Way I described their outfits.
Yes.
I think she would agree with me.
I would. I do.
Was Joe? His was all shiny
His-
and white.
white. It
Reminded
was,
me of like a tracksuit.
I know.
Like a
it was
really
very
fancy
cool.
tracksuit.
It was very nice.
Although I don't think he'd run track
I don't
in it.
think so either.
That'd be weird.
That would be weird to
Just
run.
Just see this guy in a suit running down the street.
Very, very fancy suit. But although Joe, you never know.
True.
Okay.
Kevin, he
Yes.
was like dressed in black, but it was classic yet modern.
It's very nice.
That makes any sense
I
at
think
all.
it makes sense.
Yes,
You know.
it makes sense to us.
And it was a bit. His was kind of shiny too, so it's very
It
nice.
was shiny. I did
It's
not
very
realize
nice.
that. And then Nick, he just had like that classic
Yes.
suit that he wears
Typical
a
Nick.
lot.
Typical Nick.
He seems to wear the same suit a lot.
He does. And
I mean, it might be different, but it's like similar.
it's like similar. This,
right outside your comfort
Anyways.
zone.
Yes, just like your brothers.
And
Okay.
then Love Bug is their new single.
yes,
and
I'm
they
sure y'all knew
performed it.
that.
Yes, and if you haven't, Love Bug is the new single.
Just in case.
It was really awesome, like how the stage was all like, wee! and,
Very
like,
nice set.
We're at a New York stoop meets Sesame Street type
Yep,
thing.
just sitting
where
on the stairs and Kevin's got his
Mandolin.
mandolin.
I
and
flipped out at the mandolin.
I think
Mandolins
that's the
are
coolest
just
thing.
awesome.
Like, for serious.
Although it could be because my ex-crush played it. Long story. We're
Yes.
not going to go there.
That's totally different audio blog.
Yes. Actually, it probably has nothing to do with these.
Exactly.
Even with an outline, we get distracted.
Wow, we're already almost 4 minutes in. Okay.
Okay, their performance, I already did that. Oh, their voices were...
Like, dead on.
I don't want to know that.
I don't either.
You guys trying to do like a bell sound. Like, right on. Right on.
Right on.
Right on, right on.
Right on, right on. Okay, sorry.
Class, inside joke with our class.
Sorry again.
Could hear Kevin. For you
There was,
Kevin
like,
fans out there, that
you
is
could hear
awesome.
him.
I like freaked out. I'm like, ah!
So, and if you didn't go back, watch it again.
I'm sure you can find it
And
on
listen.
YouTube. Pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. Sure, it's all
Anyways.
over. And then like when their fans ran in,
That was really cool.
that was really cool. Reminded me of what was it where one last time and Joe falling in? What was that award show? Challenge. If you remember that award show, comment us.
I am having a
And I
horrible
have no idea why I'm
brain.
pointing down because you can't
You know,
see us.
I'll probably remember right after we get done.
Probably. We'll just mention it in the next audio blog.
So, anyways.
Yeah. Okay, now for our view on the host.
The host.
basically, we did not respect him for dissing the Jonas Brothers purity rings and everything. I cheered when Jordan Sparks gave her a comeback, and I mean, sure, she could have worded it better,
but in the moment,
I mean, I would probably been like, "Screw you, host! I'm gonna break your knees."
Yeah, I would have said something probably worse. So she handled it very well.
Actually, I would probably said something like "screw yourself," or which, seen as from what we've heard, he's a former sex addict. Which we're not gonna go into that because it's getting awkward.
This is just getting downhill. But he definitely crossed the line. So,
but like the last few days, like just like the reaction to it, Joe saying, "I think he needs a hug," and shows that we're being different. I'm just like,
and Nick saying that it shows that he realizes that they're gentlemen. Made me feel kind of bad.
Exactly, and like, it's been convicting me, man. These boys always convict me. Like, no, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Zac Efron, and her cell went off. That's why we're laughing.
It was my sister. I'm not gonna answer it.
Like, you know, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Zac Efron, and like, same with Vanessa Hudgens, but when like her whole nude photo scandal thing came up, I was like, see, she's bad role model. She's bad role model. I'm like, oh, we're praying for her. I'm like,
it's exactly what I should have been doing.
Exactly, you know, it's like.
So they've definitely got me thinking on a lot of things.
Exactly, you know, they've been convicting us more and more lately, and it's good.
But at the same time, you're like, no, because then you feel like a bad person.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I've been looking at it in a whole different light the last few days.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still kind of upset at him for.
I still don't think he should have done what he did.
I mean, I guess like my biggest problem now is it just seemed unprofessional.
It was very, as a host of a show, definitely unprofessional.
You know, comedians, they pick on multiple people, not just one. And
like
so
if he was going to, he could have just done like people who wear purity rings in general, not the Jonas Brothers.
Or, you know, if he did do the Jonas Brothers, just do it once and leave it at that.
Leave it at that, because like Kevin said, it just seemed like he was running out of material and kept doing the same thing, which he was. And it's getting annoying.
And then we are at 7 minutes. Shoot, we need to start wrapping this up.
Oh, we do.
One more quick thing. We respect Perez Hilton. He won extra cool points in our books for defending them in the post show. In case you did not see that, he was there. He defended them. It was great.
It was really cool. He's awesome.
So yeah,
man,
10 minutes goes fast.
It does. When you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun, says I. We've been reading Huckleberry Finn in school, and so I tend to slip into the
very odd language
dialogue a lot.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, we are doing several audiobooks today. They will be spaced out over a few days just so we don't overload you guys.
Yes,
so,
but there will be a lot
we
being
will
done.
Talk to you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Peace out.